We're all human beings, right? No matter what our past looks like. My name's Michelle Howard, and I'm Program Manager for Hope Initiative at Partnership for Families, Children, and Adults. Our Camp Hope America program, which is the week of summer camp, we know that research shows the positive childhood experiences that a child gains from that. The week of summer camp is equivalent to about 6 months of therapy because of the time that the child gets to really be themselves and share from a personal level. When you ask about my passion and my reason for doing this, I should also add that I have lived experience myself. So as a child, I experienced domestic violence and a lot of trauma through my childhood and sexual abuse. And so as an adult, I repeated that cycle. I found myself in a domestic violence marriage until my children had experienced that. And so I know firsthand how that cycle repeats itself. And I look back and know what I needed to be supported through my own childhood and my own life, and I know how important it is to have that in place for these families. We have one family, and the oldest child, his name is Juan, and he has been amazing. Seeing his growth from that first year of sleepaway camp to now has been amazing, and he's one of our older teenagers. He turned to be a young adult this year. He graduated high school and he started Chat State, and he shared his story with us and interviewed with our development team. And he was so proud to share his story and the strength that he has now. And when he looks back and retells his story of how he came into our program and the support he gained through therapy and through these activities and his friends and his mentors, it's just really hope-filled, and it really inspires us to keep going. He was one that wouldn't hardly look you in the eye when he talked to you. But last year, actually the last 2 years, his posture improved. He would look you in the eye and he would share his story, and he encouraged the other kids, and he was really inspired by some of our mentors who came to share their stories. And I think it really strengthened and encouraged him, because he realized if they can get through these things, so can I. And it really empowered him. And as he's become an adult, he's realized that he does have that hope. He can make it through some challenging things. And we always want to wrap around the entire family, because we know that the children need both parents as long as they are providing a safe space for them. We currently have a 14-year-old girl whose dad is incarcerated and her grandmother is incarcerated. So she's kept a relationship with both of them. Her grandmother has been incarcerated since she was born, but she visits her grandma in the prison, and she writes her letters. And so when she told me that, I knew there was some shame attached to that. She was like, she didn't think that I would embrace that or encourage her. And I said, that's so wonderful that you were able to encourage your grandma, even though she's incarcerated. And as I talked to her in a positive way about it, she lit up. And I was like, we could have your whole small group write your grandma a letter if you want to. And maybe that would bring some hope to her. And so that really inspired her. And then she started sharing with me about her dad and the things that he had gone through. And she loves her dad and she loves her grandma. And that's part of that human experience that we're able to help them through. We have a hope motto, which I think sums it all up. Hope is believing in myself, believing in others, and believing in my dreams. And we want to instill that in our kids throughout the year, and we help them know that their future can be brighter than their past, and they have part of that responsibility to make it better. They can make good choices to make tomorrow better than what they've experienced in the past.